Hi, I'm Louise Rashford, and today I'm here with Becky Stevenson, Business Improvement Consultant, and she's going to talk to us today about the customer journey and why it is so important that we are aware of our customers' journeys from start to finish. So before we do start, if you want to just introduce yourself, Becky, please.
Hi everyone, so I'm Becky Stevenson. As Louisa said, I help people to look at their business from start to finish and look at ways that they can put really simple stuff into their business to make it better, more improved, to kind of get more money into the business and more clients. And today we're going to talk about one of my favourites, which is the customer journey.
Yay! So you teach people how to work out their customer journey, don't you?
Yes.
So can you tell us why it is so important that we do know each point of the journey, not just when we actually see the customer?
Yeah, so when we look at business, we often just think that the main important point is purchasing. So somebody is going to book in with you, get their hair done or get their nails done, and we think, brilliant, job done, purchasing is the most important.
It is, isn't it? It seems that way from a business owner anyway.
Yeah, so we always jump into that. But actually there are 5 steps with a customer journey. So 5 key areas. So we've got awareness, we've got consideration, we've got purchase, we've got retention, and we've got advocacy.
Right.
So normally we just jump straight into the purchasing with a little bit of awareness.
Yeah.
So that's as marketing, but most people just go straight in. So what we need to do and what we're going to look at today is how we can break that down in the most simplest terms so that we can kind of implement that into our businesses straight away, and how we can then future-proof that for our businesses.
Sounds good. So I don't think many people realise that the journey does start from when potential customers are searching for you and searching for the business. So what would you say are important points that salon owners should really think of at this early stage?
Yeah, definitely. So looking back on some statistics, that's a hard word to say, 65% of purchasers find a positive experience with a brand more important than advertising.
Okay.
So we all throw money into different forms of advertising, whether that's a website, Facebook ads, leaflets, whatever it is, but actually the whole experience of that is of vast importance. So when we're thinking about our businesses and how we can kind of use the awareness side, is really, really getting to know our customers, which I know that you've touched upon, Louisa, in other videos and other parts of the academy. But it's really figuring out where our clients are hanging out and how we need to get to them. So that's the first point, but we're not going to cover that today. So once we know where they hang out, it's really utilising that and kind of interacting with our customers. So once we've got that awareness, it's thinking about what are people doing to find you. So like we do when we're going to make a purchase, it's really thinking about that journey that we undertake. So for example, if your washing machine broke down today, what would you do in order to buy a new one? You might just go for the same brand.
Yeah.
You might just Google that. You might go onto a shop, search for price, and purchase it. So buying a washing machine is quite a quick purchase, but it is a journey in itself. But when we're undertaking something more serious, maybe you're thinking about getting surgery, for example, or you might want to get some aesthetics.
Yeah.
You would do different research than buying a washing machine.
Yeah, definitely.
We might talk to people who we know have had it done. So we kind of seek out people. We might go onto forums, we might go onto Instagram, Facebook groups. We say to people, have you had it done? How was your experience? Who did you go with?
Yeah.
So our research starts much sooner than we think in our business. So your customers are already looking for you before you even know it. So they're seeking out the recommendations, they're chatting with other people who have used you or another. And we're really kind of
really important then, aren't they? Sorry, just to break your flow.
Yeah.
I just thought then, I thought, gosh, reviews are so important, and we probably don't realise. Sorry.
Yeah, massively. So people are looking at your reviews. So maybe it's your Facebook reviews, Google My Business. So that's free. If you've not got that set up, it's massive. You know, get that done. Video testimonials. We always want to see the stuff. You know, in this industry, it's so visual, isn't it? You know,
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
doing makeup, you want to see it. You know, you don't want to read about a testimonial about makeup. Hair, we want to see it, we want to experience it, we want to feel it. You know, we want to know the person who's cutting our hair, the person who's going to do our makeup. You know, so in this industry, we've got to be so visual, as well as professional, and, you know, using the tools available to us like Google My Business and Facebook. You know, use those. So people are starting their journey way sooner than you will ever know. So it's
quite
really
interesting,
important.
that, isn't it? Yeah, sorry, just to I've even myself, like, you don't realise how early on that people are looking for you before they're even looking for you.
Yeah. So even though it might only be a haircut, you know, putting it as simple as that, or, you know, getting a facial, people want to know that they're going to be safe.
Yeah.
They're going to be looked after. You know, it's a treat, it's a pamper. You know, I want to know that I'm going to get a lovely coffee. You know, that's my thing. You know, I love a good coffee.
Yeah,
you put me a biscuit on, happy days. You know, it's like the simple stuff, you know. So it's knowing what your customers are looking for. Why are they coming to you? Is it essential in their eyes?
Yeah.
Or is it a luxury and it's a treat? You know, that all goes back to your target market. So if it's somebody who comes for their nails every week, that's just kind of a ritual for them. And we're going to come on to retention later. But if it's getting new clients, what do they need from you in order to purchase with you, which is down the journey?
So would you recommend then that people really focus on, just because you hit on reviews, I'm thinking that people should really feel like salon owners should really focus on, you know, asking for those reviews. And I know people will shy away from it, but it could really kind of help future clients that you don't even realise.
Yeah, massively. You know, asking for a review is one of the most important things within your business. So whether you're getting, you know, before and after shots, you know, make sure that you're doing before and after shots. It's difficult in a busy environment, isn't it? You know, to get that before and after. But even if you just make a point of doing just one during your day, you're going to quickly build up a collection.
Yeah.
Even if you just do some on your staff, you know, just getting something, you know, getting something up before and after shots. And then, you know, getting those reviews, even if you just say to somebody, can I just do a quick video? You look amazing, you know, can I do a quick video? And in that moment where somebody feels 100% glamorous or whatever, they're going to go, oh, go on then, you know, they might be just going home to sit in their house because they've got nowhere to go. But in that moment, you know, they're going to be really excited, and they might say, no, that's cool.
Yeah, it's hard to get that. But no better time than when they're looking and feeling their best, is there, I suppose?
Yeah, just grab, and it's best to just kind of say to people, can I just get a quick video and just kind of do it, rather than, you know, can we do a video and staging it and the nerves getting up?
Yeah, catch them in the moment.
Catch them in the moment. And then, you know, setting up your salon. So if you're using like a booking system and you're getting people booked on through a booking system, which is so important, we'll touch upon that as well. You know, sending out a little reminder, thanks for coming in today, we've loved having you in, hope you're enjoying, you know, whatever, your new hair or whatever, please can you drop us a review on this platform, and get people to leave you that review.
Yes, I suppose you can't ask for it too many times, can you, really? Because somebody's going to do it at some point then, aren't they? And can I just jump back to the Google My Business that you just touched upon?
Yeah.
I do use that, and I didn't realise that Google actually even prompts the customer, if they can find that they've been to your business, Google actually says, how was your experience? Would you like to leave a review? So that is really a good thing to be part of, isn't it?
Yeah.
So could you just tell us a bit more about how simple that is to do?
Yeah. So Google My Business is, firstly, it's free, which is amazing.
Absolutely.
It helps all your analytics and everything. So, if you have got a website and you are kind of paying out for anything like Facebook ads or anything like that, you can have it all linked back to your Google My Business, which massively helps. You literally search for Google My Business on Google and set up the free account, and it's a really easy step-by-step process to set it up, and it literally prompts you from putting in your name and your phone number. And what I would say is you literally can't put enough on there. It's brilliant. It's even like a little website in itself.
Oh, okay.
You can put posts on there, you can put updates on there, and keeping the content fresh really helps. So you can put your before and after pictures on.
Right.
You can put pictures on of your salon, the outside. If it's a bit tricky to get to you, if you're located, upstairs somewhere and it's hard, you can put pictures on so people can see how to get to you.
Oh, okay.
And people do typically Google stuff, don't they? Hairdresser near me, beauty salon near me, and even Google says that. So if you can get your profile really, really sharp, you will kind of build up the ranks.
And I suppose if you're on Google and it is Google's going to make you higher, I suppose.
Yeah, Google loves Google,
Exactly.
So no better thing to get that done. And like I say, it's a really good way to kind of ease yourself into kind of profiling your business if you're not on there. So top tip, set it up.
Like it. So if somebody didn't have a website and they were a small business and they didn't want to go down the website route, which I know is important, could they almost get away with Google My Business instead of a website, or would you still recommend a website?
Yeah, I think if you're starting out and you're not quite sure, what you want to put on a website, or maybe you've just not got the funds right now, Google My Business is brilliant. I would always recommend a website because it's almost it's a trusted source. It's an anchor to say, this business has invested some money into their business. So it gives you that trust element. Again, going back to if you were going to make a big purchase or a scary investment, you would want to look at a website. If we're going to have aesthetics done. For me personally, if I didn't have a website to go to, I might feel a little bit scared.
I guess it can feel a little bit like, oh, is this legitimate? Or but Google My Business is a good place.
Brilliant.
To start, isn't it?
Brilliant to start. You can put everything on there. Opening hours posts. You can do videos. You can really go for it. So and a good thing to do is check out what your competitors are doing in the area, or close by. If they've got one, see what they're saying. You could borrow some ideas and make yours even better.
I do think that is important, just to check out your competitors anyway, isn't it? Just to make sure you're on the right track and stuff. So just back to the journey then. For a lot of salon owners, I think we can all fall culprit of, like you said earlier, feeling that the customer's journey is from when they walk in the salon door, and then they have the treatment, and then they pay, they're happy, they either rebook or they don't, and then they go, and hopefully they leave you a review if you've asked for it. But the journey doesn't stop there then, does it, from what you've said in your 5 steps? So could you talk us through sort of what we should be thinking of besides reviews once the client has left?
So thinking about once they've gone through the purchase, the next step is the retention. So we've put all our hard work into getting that person to come through the door. They've come in. We need to give them an experience which is personal. We need to make them feel special, and often those are really simple things that can make somebody feel like $1 million. Once they've left us, it's thinking about how we can keep in touch with them on a regular basis. So if you use a booking system and you've got somebody's contact details, then we've emailed them out, we've asked them for a review. if they've not booked in with you for a further haircut or, you know, follow-up, then it could be a good idea to then collate that information from your system and do an email out and say, you know, it's been 6 weeks since your haircut. Do you want to come back in for a trim? If you know that they've had the hair coloured and they typically go a set length of time, you could drop them a little message to say, you know, are you due? You know, and it's bringing in your personality and humour, so you know your customers. So you might just send out a little funny, you know, quote or something about roots, or, you know, a funny picture about, you know, overgrown nails or whatever. So it's really kind of showing your personality, and also kind of sending them out maybe top tips. So if they've had the hair coloured, you know, you might send out something which helps them to care more for the hair. Or if they've had, you know, other treatments done that they can keep up at home. Maybe they've bought a product from you, so they've had a facial done, they've bought your product. Maybe you know that's going to run out, so you can keep a track on that. You can kind of message them out. So it's really about nurturing your clients and making them feel special, but doing it in a way that is so simple. So using things like MailChimp, where you can send out newsletters. You know, getting that information, their contact information, is literally gold within a business. Getting their email address is your way to keep in touch with them, and by showing up regularly in their newsfeed, in their inbox, you know, not selling to him, not being pushy, not being in the face, just saying, I'm still here, you know, we love you, we want you to come back, you know, just showing up all the time. You're not going to lose them to somebody else who looks shiny and interesting and looks like they care about their customers more. Because when you think about customer journey and purchasing, it's all about how we make people feel. I've been into salons where I've walked in, people have hardly acknowledged me. They've not, you know, not really looked up, just like, oh, here's another customer.
Oh God, I hate that. It's so weird.
You know, what, you know, sat me down. It's felt like a bit of a process. Oh, here's another one. You know, what do you want done? Right, yeah. Come over here, get your hair washed.
As if it's too much hard work.
Too much hard work, you know, not much chit chat. You can kind of gauge the client. Are they a chatter or are they not? You know, we've got to gauge that. And you've left and thought, well, what point in that? I've done it. You know, I've been there. I have not had a good experience. Would I go back? No.
Probably not. No.
Probably not. Only 1 in 26 people complain, and they don't complain if you did something wrong. You know, if you messed the hair up or you did a rubbish treatment, they'll be telling you about it. But that not making them feel special, they're not going to tell you that. They'll just not come back. And then to their friends, they'll probably go, oh yeah, it was rubbish there.
So customer service, obviously different topic altogether, but that is a massive subject.
Massive, but it's still part of the journey.
And so it's got that retention, isn't it?
So when they leave your salon, you know, they want to feel, can't wait to come back. And then when they're not with you, it's been in their conscience all the time going, oh, that's that lovely Louisa. Oh, she's nice. Oh, well, I can't wait to go back, rather than a horrible salon where you think, God, they were miserable so-and-so.
And like, for a lot of therapists and stylists, we don't consider ourselves salespeople. I personally think every treatment is a sale, so when you're getting them to book back in, but again, sales another topic. But that sending a newsletter is like a non-sales approach to selling.
Absolutely.
It fits with how we feel. We don't want to sell to customers because we are really conscious of sell. But that newsletter, just filling them in on what you're doing in the salon, what's new, what's happening, what staff member's birthday it is or something. It's a way to keep in contact, isn't it, and keep in the mind. So that's a really good idea, a really simple newsletter. Something good to send out every month or something, couldn't it?
Every, you know, once a month, now and again, you know, think about what's current at the minute, you know, current trends, or, you know, and people buy from you. They come to you because they love you. You know, yes, the salon and the surroundings are part of it, but, you know, sending a little newsletter saying, you know, I've just got back from holiday. Wouldn't that be lovely right now? But,
Oh
you know,
gosh, yes.
got back from holiday, you know, I had a great time in Italy. I saw this and this and this. People are interested.
Yeah.
People want to know. It's not being braggy. It's not being in your face. It's just they've chatted to you about their holiday and so on. And
Yeah.
it's showing up and just being a little bit fun and a little bit open.
And clients do like to get to know you because they forever are like, oh, what you doing, or so it does become a relationship, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
When you're not seeing them all the time, it's important for you to either write on the record card to remember what you spoke about or have a really good memory, but they want to keep up with you as well. So a newsletter or Facebook posts are really good ways of doing that, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And it's also thinking about the kind of flip side of it. So the retention, you can think about, you know, how do you reward their loyalty? You know, if people keep coming back to you time after time after time, that's brilliant, but do you reward it? So some places have loyalty cards, or, you know, I don't know, come 10 times and you get 25% off, or there's various ways of doing it, and there's no right or wrong. It's figuring out what works for your clients in your salon. But rewarding that loyalty, people love it. You know, they're going to come back, but, you know, who doesn't love a little discount or something really nice, you know? So in your retention side, which then links through to your advocacy, rewarding loyalty is also massive, because like I say, people are going to come to you, they're going to spend with you, they are going to keep coming back, but just to give them that little something, because what's going to stop them not going down the road to the other shiny new salon, what does look brilliant, you know, they've got all these amazing offers on, they might be tempted, they might go, I'll try it just this once.
And you can't risk that.
You can't risk it because they've gone. They've gone. You know, that new shiny business who's popped up, they're doing massages for 15 quid. If you're doing massages for 15 quid, by the way, put your prices up. That's another one.
Another topic altogether.
Another topic. But, you know, that new shiny place, what's popped up for 15 quid, enticing them in, you know, they're going to go. So reward that loyalty. And again, ask them, what does loyalty look like for them? You know,
they want to see
maybe it's they get a free treatment. You can decide what that free treatment is. Pick something low value. Maybe they get a discount. Maybe they get something half price. You know, whatever it is, but reward that loyalty.
Because people do love a freebie, don't they? Even if it's just a little, I don't know, a bit of chocolate or a glass of fizz at Christmas. And obviously that's another subject. We do need licenses and stuff. So, but I'm just saying, there's little tips that you can do, like I know in the summer when it was really hot last year, we got like ice lollies for people and they loved it. So just little things like that, I guess.
Exactly. You know, on Valentine's Day, put something out, a bowl of, you know, love hearts, whatever it is, and every client gets something. It's tiny, it's minimal, but you're rewarding them. So you're rewarding them throughout at little, you know, little stages.
You can do it at very minimal cost when you say it like that, can't you? It's not, it doesn't have to be massive if you can't afford to give things away.
Absolutely not. You know, get some chocolates, get some Haribos, you know, they're £1 a bag, stick them in a nice bowl. Who doesn't love a Haribo on the way in? You know, it's just that something. And, you know, think about, it's all about how you make them feel. And how many people are they going to go away and say, oh, I went to my hairdresser's today, you know, and I got this lovely cupcake and a really nice coffee and, you know, blah, blah, blah. She remembered that I've been to the wedding and it was lovely.
That is a massive part, just remembering something about somebody, and people often say, oh, you've got a good memory, and I think for me, I've just trained my mind to work that way, but in the beginning it didn't. I used to write on the record card because I remembered I'd asked the same person 3 times in a row what the kids were called or something. You think, oh my gosh. So and even just writing on the record card or typing these days, coffee 2 sugars, it's nice to just be remembered for what we have, isn't it, and stuff.
So it all goes back to how it makes us feel. So that's all part of the retention. And once we make people feel special, wanted, you know, and that we reward their loyalty, and, you know, they don't want to go anywhere else. That's when they become a true advocate. And an advocate is where somebody is, you know, they would shout on the rooftops about you. You
Yeah,
know,
they're not
we
going
want to
out.
create raving fans. That's what we want to do in our business. So we want people, as soon as they hear the word, you know, hairdresser, therapist, nails, whatever it is, that your name and your salon comes to their head, nobody else's. And that's when you know you've cracked it. So if
I like
somebody's asking, where can I go for a massage? That your name is straight in their head, and they put
yeah.
it on that Facebook post, and you
So
know, anywhere they're shouting about you, you
yeah,
want a raving fan.
I like it. That is gonna be my topic, raving fans. I love it. Let's create, and how can we create raving fans?
Yeah, and that's what you want to do. And once you've done that and you've cracked it, then you keep doing it. And then that kind of brings us back to the beginning, where we're creating the awareness.
Yeah.
We know what makes them tick. So in our awareness, we talk about what we do during the kind of retention and advocacy periods, because people want to be part of that. So when you're talking about, we have a loyalty scheme, that draws people in.
Yeah.
When we talk about, we celebrate, you know, staff birthdays with you, or we celebrate, you come into the salon on your birthday, you're going to get a bottle of Prosecco. I don't know, I'm just making it up, something,
Yeah.
you know, small. All the things that we do to retain people, we shout about them at the beginning.
Yeah.
So that when people when we're raising awareness, they're considering us. It's just looking in from the outside, you know, they're over that garden fence and they want to come in. They want to be part of that, you know. I want Prosecco on my birthday, you know.
Absolutely.
I want an Easter cupcake, you know. I want mince pies and mulled wine at Christmas, you know, whatever's viable. You know, they're on that edge, and it's that little step over that once they get over that line, they're never going to look back. So whatever we do in retention and advocacy is what we talk about in awareness to get them to then purchase, and it basically goes around and around, and we keep looking at it. If something doesn't work, you know, if it's 10 visits and you get 25% off and people are knocking off before number 8, why?
Yeah.
Why are they going? And don't be afraid to ask that question. If you know that Sarah's not been in for a hair done, give her a ring or a text and say, "You all right? I've not seen you," you know. And if they go, "Well, actually, I've gone to, you know, amazing salon down the road," you know, suck it up and just say, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Can I ask you why?
Yeah.
Just for my own kind of development, you know, can I ask you why?" And they might tell you, they might not. But if it's something really simple that you can change, you know that it's not going to happen again.
It is really important, that, isn't it? And I think, like, our job as salon owner, well, therapists or stylists, it is such a personal job. So when somebody does go somewhere else, you do take it personally. And I think you have to grow a pair, so to speak, get broad shoulders and really sort of take it on the chin. I have learned over the years to take a lot on the chin, because people do go, but the more feedback you can get, the more, you know, your salon can be amazing, and you do get those advocates. I know I've got some amazing advocates, but you know, it's so bad because it only takes one thing to lose somebody sometimes. But if they know that you've got their back and you'll checking in with them as to why, I think, as awkward as that situation is, customers kind of like that they can give you honest feedback and you've done something about it. Yeah. And you try and make it up, and if they don't let you, then you say, well, you know, absolutely fine, you're more than welcome to come back whenever, it'd be lovely to see you, and then hang up and leave it there. And then often they can come back, you know, they want to feel welcome to come back, don't they? So,
and it's always on a high, you know, if they have gone down to the amazing salon down the road, you know, just, okay, brilliant, you know where we are if you ever need us.
Yeah.
You're not closing that door, because it might not have been right for them at that time, but it might be right for a relative or a friend. You know,
Yeah.
they still might rave about you, you know, for whatever reason. They could have, you know, they could have just moved areas. They could have moved away, something you don't know about, you know, having relationship issues and they've moved or whatever it is. It could be a really good reason what you can't do anything about, but you don't want to close that door on them because they're still, you know, they could still be some longevity in their advocacy. So
Absolutely.
never kind of cut your nose off to spite your face
Yeah.
because, you
You just
know,
bite your lip and go, okay, and cry when you've got off the phone.
if you don't feel you can do it, you know, on the phone, because it is quite a big thing, you know, you could
Yeah.
drop them a text or an
Well,
email and just say, you know, hope you're okay, you know, I've not seen you for a while, is everything okay? And if they, you know, text back, yeah, fine, or whatever, just say, you know, I would love to know if is there anything we could have done differently, just
yeah.
so we can grow and develop.
Yeah, you have to put it like that, don't you? Just say, look, if you can just let me know, just so I can, you know, put the necessary changes in place and, like you said, develop, because that's just what's going to make your salon stand out. And again, customer service, it all comes back to that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but fab. So, what would you, obviously, what are your top tips that you would leave us with on like your customer journey to
Yeah.
like break it down and
Yeah. So what I would do is, you know, really think from the beginning, you know, where are you doing your marketing? How are you attracting people? And what is your ideal client? Separate topics, but really get those nailed and understand your customers. Think about the customer's journey. You know, how do they go from A to Z to purchase with you? So when you don't even know about them, to them, you know, being behind a keyboard, what steps do they take? And then think about your journey. So as a salon owner, what do you need to do in order to kind of do business with somebody? Those journeys are completely different, and you need to remember that in your head. You've got their journey, aligning them together to come up with a process where your customers can follow it. So if you're on Facebook and they say to you, yeah, I'd love to book in, how do you then take them to the next step? You know, are you getting them onto a booking system? I really, really highly recommend, you know, getting them onto a booking system. That's another topic, but
yeah,
get them
definitely.
onto a booking system. Make it as easy as possible. Send them reminders, you know, send them a text message. You know, once they've come in, make them feel amazing. Once they've left, keep in touch. And what can you do to retain them and to, you know, get them to be raving fans? And then look at how you need to do that as a business. And once you've written down all those steps from A to Z, it just needs to be dead simple. Think about how you do that in a business. If it's Facebook, you know, think about how you respond to people. Can you set up quick you know, templates so that every person gets the same message and the same brand voice? You know, how are you getting them onto a booking system? How easy is it? You know, for me, I often remember at 11 o'clock at night, you know, that I want to have my hair cut, you know, and I think,
Yeah,
oh, you know, the salon that I go to, one of the main reasons I go there is I can book online.
yeah. Convenience, isn't it?
Convenient. I can think about it, you know, 11 o'clock at night and think, oh, I'm one of those people. I don't book in advance.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, I'll always come back, but I don't book in advance.
You're not on your own, there's a lot. So it's just
And
making
I just think 11 o'clock at night, I want my hair done tomorrow. I'll see, I'll see if they're free. If not, you know, I'll book in whenever. But I go online, I find an appointment, I book it in, I can pay for it online. So again, it's good for your cash flow. I pay online and I turn up. You send me a text message to remind me. I'm happy, you know. They keep doing what they're doing. They've got me, you know, indefinitely.
And sometimes that can be, you know, like as a salon owner, sorry, just to drift, when you might have a cancellation at 9 o'clock that very next day, and at 11 o'clock at night, you're not going to be able to fill that yourself as a salon owner. But if you've got that online booking system and you were that person who wanted that 9 o'clock appointment, you've then filled your appointment without doing anything.
Exactly.
So from our point of view as a salon owner, that's perfect. too. So I 100% agree with you. I can't recommend booking systems enough. People worry about the personal touch it takes away. I think it allows you to deliver more of a personal touch, giving your customer what they want and freeing up your time to be able to focus on giving more of a personal touch in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where you can work on, you know, the other 5 key areas to build your business. So everything you can do to get it systemized, you know, you want people to be able to self-serve. So, you know, I actually hate picking up the phone, and
so many people do.
So, you know, if it's engaged, I'm impatient, you know, I want it now, I want it yesterday. So if I can go online, book my own appointment, I don't need to talk to anybody, I can do it 11 o'clock at night, I'm happy, you know. And it's not, it doesn't feel less personal to me. It's when I walk through that door, that's when it matters, that's when it becomes personal, and that's when you've got to impress.
So we want the convenience.
To me, booking system more than personal.
Yeah, I agree. So we want the convenience in the first place, then the personal touch, like massively, and then leaving with an amazing experience.
Yeah. So top tips are: understand your journey, map it out, piece of paper and a pen, that's all you need, no technology. Think about the steps you go through as a business, steps that the customer goes through. Get a booking system. If you haven't got one, get one. And then think about all the little things you can do to make people feel special. Cheap and free. Keep in touch with them, you know, show up on social media, show up in their inbox, and really think about, you know, what you can do. When all this goes away, people are going to be desperate, aren't they? They're going to be desperate. We all want his hair done. We all want, you know, whatever it is. Massage is my top one. You know, gotta have a massage.
Messages, sorry, about massages recently.
Yeah, yeah, massage. So how are you going to cope with that inundation? Get it on a system, you know. Absolutely. Get it systemized. You know, potentially you can grow your salon so much by getting stuff in place right now, ready to run with it. People can book online. You've got the phone number, you've got their email address, 2 golden nuggets.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're going to keep in touch with them, and you're going to keep them in with you, under your wing, moving forward. So they're the top tips from me.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I personally think that has been so useful, just having you just break it down, because I think as salon owners, we are terrible for not seeing the bigger picture. Because as a business owner, any business owner, you're so focused on getting the money in that we're sort of missing bits that would actually get the money in easier and quicker.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, at the end of the day, we set up businesses because we love the part that we do. You know, you love beauty, you love hair, you know, you love what you do. Nobody signs up to do booking and admin and retention and advocacy. We need people in, we need money in, and we need the next one. But keep people happy and they'll stay, and you will naturally, organically get more customers, and that's a proven fact.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Becky. I hope everybody has found that really, really useful. So get a pen, get a piece of paper or a pencil, and map out that journey. So thank you so much, Becky. It has been great speaking to you.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye.